Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your boy Tony the Savant back again. Hope everybody's having a good to great day. Um, Man, I got some crazy news. This is mind-boggling, you know, and I think this is one of those situations, guys, where we gonna need some kind of a book or some kind of a telltale all documentary, because Marcus Jordan has reportedly asked his dad, Michael Jordan, renowned as the greatest basketball player of all time. He's recently come out and asked his dad to be the best man at his wedding with Larsa Pippen. That's right, Mrs. Larsa Pippen, formerly known as Mrs. Larsa Pippen, ex-wife to Scottie Pippen, longtime legendary teammate to that same Michael Jordan. So just a soap opera, all around. And I just wanted to come at this because when I initially approached this situation, you know what I mean, I was thinking, uh, I think I took an approach that we would all take. You know what I mean? Any decent man with some sense about himself and some decency and some respect, you would probably look at this situation and be like, I would never do this to my old man. I would never put my dad in a position where whether his friend or not, whatever the case, somebody that he had a past with, and, especially a Imano to Imano, um, I would never put him in a position where I don't know, and it's kind of like crazy too because Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen already had they back and forth going on, and I ain't gonna call it a back and forth. It just was a bunch of Scottie Pippen showing vitriol to Michael Jordan for whatever reason. It's always been one sided because Jordan has no public. I've looked for y'all. There's no public comments out there outside of Jordan publicly, praising Scottie Pippen one way or the other. There's no commentary out there of Michael Jordan, uh, quote unquote, dissing Scottie Pippen, if you will. And a lot of his quotes are, old stuff that he said way back while they were still playing with one another. But this situation with Marshall Pippen and Marcus Jordan has taken on a life of his own outside of their legendary years for the Chicago Bulls. As like I said, Scottie Pippen and his divorce with Larsa was pretty much public, and Marcus Jordan not always been a public figure, but we've always known of Marcus Jordan. He played a little bit of basketball down in Florida. I believe it was Central Florida. Um, and so, this whole transferring of events has just been kind of weird for me because now I'm looking at a situation like, bro, what if one of my sons pulled this on me? Like, what would I do? What if I was in Michael Jordan's shoes? Because Marcus Jordan came out with his, his sob story of how he had to grow up with no friends and all that. And I don't know. I guess we can't disregard the man's story. You know what I mean? We can't sit here and say, "Oh, boo-hoo, you," because I don't know what that comes with. When I grew up, I had plenty of friends, and my boys, was my brothers. So I know the value of having those friendships, and I don't know a life where I did not have those friendships. So I can't speak on Marcus Jordan's situation as far as that goes. But I can speak to, no matter what your upbringing was, man, you're supposed to honor your parents, And the good book don't say honor your perfect parents. It don't say honor your truthful parents. It don't say honor your great parents. It just say honor your parents. So you don't always get, the best hand when you're dealt cards, but you gotta work with what you got. And I will hope, that's why I say, looking at this situation as a son, me in Marcus's shoes, this situation would never happen. You know what I mean? And you can never say never, of course, but this would never happen. You know what I mean? Well, I would put my dad in a position where he looking crazy and gotta defend himself in a crazy way. Like, nah, I wouldn't do that. But like I say, I would also hope that my sons wouldn't do that to me because, ah man, it's heartbreaking. I can only imagine what or how Jordan's feeling, especially when he's already publicly said that he does not agree with this. This his whole relationship. I definitely know he don't agree with the wedding. I don't know if he would ever say anything public because Jordan. I think Michael Jordan is the kind of dude that is bigger than privacy for him. I think Michael Jordan don't want to be a celebrity at all, if you will. I think the big homie just want to live his life, with no kind of extra fame or cameras and all that stuff. So I don't know if he'll ever even say something publicly about this situation outside of what he's already said. But I was just trying to approach this situation as far as, I got three beautiful sons, and I got all, great relationships with them. Hope I've never put them in a position to feel like they had to do something crazy like this to me. But, if I was Michael Jordan, what would I do? Could I cut off that contact with my child? Could you write your child out your will? Could you go that far and be like, you're completely done with them? I've heard of those scenarios, those situations. I don't think I know anybody personally dealing with something like that where they're like permanently estranged from their parents. Because, all my boys, for the most part, I know they all had pretty decent relationships with decent relationships with their parents um, as well. But yeah, man, I couldn't imagine this situation. I couldn't. And like that's why I had to come to the mic and even ask y'all. Like it was just wondering in my head as I was reading the article and hearing about the news. Just like, well, if I was Michael Jordan, what would I do at this point? After I told my son I don't agree with this, and you continue to go out into the public with these interviews and all this nonsense talking about, putting my name in it after I said I don't want nothing to do with it. Uh, Blatant disrespect and blatant disobedience. Could I cut off my son? Me personally, that's why I say I don't know. I don't think I could. But as far as Marcus Jordan is going, he's really pushing that limit, bro. He pushing that limit, and it's crazy. There is suspicions. But I'm only saying this because I don't think I've heard Marcus say this. I did hear that one podcast they did where they were talking about their relationship and talking about how Juanita Jordan um, gave her approval or her praise or whatever. And ever since they said that, my red light, like a red flag went up to the point where I think that she might have a lot to do with this. You know what I mean? And when I say a lot, I mean a lot more than we are led to believe she is, but a little bit more, what I'm saying, than we know behind the scenes. It might be some kind of real relationship between uh, Marcus and Larsa. Hopefully not. I mean, I was hoping this was all some kind of publicity stunt, some kind of tabloid thing, and it would eventually blow over. But that's why I say, as far as Marcus is going, Marcus Jordan is going, I would feel crazy as a dad because I'd be like, yo, now we're going, all right, bro. Okay. Now you want to keep doing all this, keep dragging my name through the mud, keep associating me with this situation so that you can get press because nobody would care about Marcus Jordan or Larsa Pippen if they were not directly related to or directly associated with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Nobody would care about this situation. Outside of these two names being associated with this situation, this is this is a junior year high school situation. You know what I mean? Like people playing around and liking each other and acting like they like each other. All this crazy stuff, this little puppy love back and forth crap. Anytime you're making podcasts with the woman you are loving, it's because your relationship is new. You know what I mean? Once you get to that point where it's real love and this woman got your back, y'all doing stuff, vacating, y'all too busy, got kids or got this going on. You're too busy to have a podcast. And I'm only saying that because that's how me and mom went for it. we would make a podcast if we had time. You know what I mean? But we too busy loving each other, taking care of our children and our responsibilities. But anyway, outside of that, like I said, Michael Jordan's and Scottie Pippen's name weren't associated with this situation, we wouldn't give 2 cents. Um, but my heart really breaks for Scottie and Michael because if my ex-wife was doing this, like, yo, you dating what? You dating one of my best friend's son? Like, what? If I was Scottie, I would, dang right. I understand why Scottie over there out having his outburst. This video going a little longer than I anticipated, y'all. I'm sorry about that. But tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. Just really my heart breaks for Jordan, man. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Y'all the bosses. I'm the guy that loves to work. I'm going to get back to work. Peace.